So I think in this game, like last game was exactly how I hoped it would go, where it looked like Team Nigma had the normal ingredients for them to be successful, and they executed accordingly. I'd just like to see a repeat of that this game. Batrider first round, looks like a pretty standard Team Nigma draft. GH Rubik had a decent amount of farm last game. Decent, yeah.
Yeah.
5 men, meanwhile, they're going to go with Nature's Prophet, which prior to that last game, both teams actually had a 100% win rate with it in this patch. So it was definitely, felt like it was going to be one of the heroes of this drafting, and it looks like 5 men haven't lost faith in it just yet.
Batrider makes his game really hard, I feel like.
It does. It's like Nature's in lane can't. I mean, this is. I think this is probably going to be a mid bat. I mean, Wee's been playing it a lot. Yeah. It's also just. It's like the traditional. I shouldn't say traditional, but it's a normal role for bat now is mid. And so I think if you were to put in Nature's as like a mid lane matchup, or even a Tiny, I think Bat's going to destroy either of these two heroes.
For me, it's not as much about the lane matchup. It's just like the game. Yeah. It's like you want to TP into lanes, and Bat just boots and travels there, and then kills you.
Yeah,
and you can't really defend yourself against it until like BKB Satanic, and at that point, you know, you already had to buy 3 other items to get there. So I wouldn't even mind if they made it like a support.
I would say, yeah, that makes
just had it lane against
sense.
the Venge. Venge pretty weak in lane against Prophet as a support, so if that's what they want to make use out of it with, I'm perfectly fine. Puck, nice against Venge Bat. Not like a Rubik, not so much, I don't think. I like Rubik against Puck.
If you steal Coil, it is so damn
All of her
good.
spells are good, and you have an instant stun.
Yep.
And they go for a Medusa.
Okay.
A slithery snake here. I've never, I don't think I've seen a Medusa this tournament.
We saw one. I think Viking picked it. They were.
I was not on that game.
It was. They picked it as like an answer to the Void. They had the Alk as an answer to the Void, and then the Alk got banned, and then they picked
I think I did see. Did they win with it?
They won with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Venge Medusa. It's kind of like Venge Terrorblade, right? It's just like this hero that stands its ground. You buff it up, give it a little bit of extra range, extra bit of damage, repositioning
Swaps
tool.
as well are really nice. Like she's almost impossible to kill with.
Well, it's like they countered the
Venge.
swap, right? They said, okay, we have Puck. You're gonna swap your carry out. He's gonna get stunned and take a ton of damage.
Yes, we will.
How about we just pick a carry that doesn't actually need to move?
Yeah.
I think that was the idea with the Medusa.
Yeah, for sure. So. I definitely feel like you pick a Medusa answer. Like I don't see you, having 2 picks left. Like Slark, PL. I think PL would actually be really good here. Control. All right, that's very interesting.
Sorry,
Can I get a close up on Brian's face on that one?
The initial reaction's already gone there. I remember back. Okay, so this is a problem you face when you're a limited hero pool player. I remember back when I had 5 heroes. And Troll was like one of them.
A couple days ago or what?
Yeah, this was like 3 weeks ago. And Troll was one of them. And what you realize when you have a limited hero pool is certain heroes in Dota, you just hate them. And you don't know why. And you realize because most of the heroes you play suck against them or whatever. And even though Slark's good against Bat or whatever, Troll is unplayable against Batrider. I actually cannot believe
What about Troll versus Medusa? Doesn't she just press R?
I'm saying, like, ignore the carry matchup. Have you ever played Troll into Bat?
I play Bat against Troll. It's pretty. It's a pretty good
great.
time.
You sticky that guy 3 times, and
he's
then
like,
you fire.
whirly axes. You can't right-click me.
And then he ults and you yules him. It's like, I don't know, man.
Very nice.
Okay, honestly, I'll put myself out there. I refuse. I'll die on this pedestal. Okay, I'll die up here.
Okay.
This Troll will not win this game. This pick actually might be the worst pick of the tournament for me.
All right, well, be sure to tune in after the series for the crucifixion of BSJ.
I will die on this pedestal.
Pedestal, more like a cross, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, any possible reasons? Anything you guys think about? Maybe it's something. Maybe he's gonna go Diffuser Blade.
If
something
they pick,
really wild,
he's got to go Diffusal.
I was gonna say if they pick Oracle or Abaddon, maybe I can get behind it.
Okay.
They've already banned Oracle. Like that's like the only way they salvage this, even slightly for me.
Yeah,
they have to pick Abaddon now. Like
they have to pick some purge. It's literally it's actually Abaddon or 5 Legion.
Yeah, you can do offlane Legion.
Is that how bad Omni Knight is? He's just not even the
Okay,
discussion.
you know what? If they want to go Omni,
way.
you know what?
No
Screw
way.
it. If it's one of
he's
those
real
3
bad.
heroes, I'll say they have a non-zero chance to win this game.
Okay.
But I still think this Troll pick makes like
Omni Troll is
no
actually
sense.
pretty good. Unironically, that's a solid. Like, let's assume Omni isn't the worst hero in Dota currently.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good hero to put status resistance on. One of the best. But unfortunately, he is the worst hero in Dota. Even worse than Pudge somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Omni's better than Pudge. You
disagree.
don't auto lose your lane with an Omni Knight.
Normally, I like to keep things as balanced as possible in my support of the teams, but I am all in on 5-man right now.
Damn. That's
really want
some
them
serious
and this
disrespect.
Venomancer pick
You want
to pull
me to
them
be
through.
I mean, Veno's a good hero right now, but okay. I'm gonna watch this game, and all I'm gonna watch is Troll get kited by Batrider and die. Like, that's what I'm expecting to see. Maybe they think the Puck plus Veno is like enough control, AoE slow, and stun to make Batrider not wreak the havoc that he wants to. But I think he can just go like no blink Yule's BKB and just ruin this Troll Warlord. I love Underlord against Troll. I actually laned this matchup in a professional in a pub the other day, and Underlord usually free farms it. Like, both heroes will do fine, but I think Underlord, the only thing that's ever held this hero back is that his laning stage is just atrocious. Like, he just gets demolished, and I think he's set up for a good lane here. I think I don't know how 5-men ever break this wall of Underlord Medusa. And whenever I see a Medusa, I'm worried about the team having playmaking potential, which they have plenty of with the Rubik and the Bat. So I just think Team Nigma's draft is well-rounded, and I will declare this Troll the worst pick in the tournament. And if I'm wrong, I will do something embarrassing and that Slacks can pick out.
All right, Jake, it's like, so what if the Batrider has a bad game, right? What if they take away the only, like, playmaker that they really have?
Sure. I think the other heroes are good against Bat. Like, Veno, it's impossible to get your blink off against this hero. Puck, you can coil the Bat. Like, I think I'm totally with you, by the way, on the Troll. I don't think the Troll is a good pick. Maybe it's not the worst pick of the tournament. There's been some crazy tier 2 matches, but I think it's pretty bad, and I think it's probably a comfort thing. But I do think the other heroes in the game can possibly deal with the Bat and with the Medusa. All right, there's the drop back again.
But all of these, you're not enough to be able to back. As we can see, the odds are definitely still favoring Nigma, and I don't think that would ever change, even if we were in the 6th game of this series.
You know what? I'm actually going to go 5-men. I feel like the team fight of 5-men is easier to execute. I think Medusa's a garbage hero. It is Miracle playing it, so obviously, you know that.
You also want to see the movie The Passion of Brian.
I would love to see that. I wonder what Slacks will pick out for you. He was up here in a Palpatine costume yesterday, so I'm pretty concerned for you.
Whatever he picks, I'm telling you, I'll you know, right hand up, promise made.
Okay.
Right. Man, this is such a hype series too, because like upper bracket is on the line for both of these teams basically, and now we've got even bigger odds.
Nigma's 1-1 too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Who did they lose to?
EG.
Point to my animal.
EG. Right?
EG. Oh yeah, they lost to EG, and then they played Alliance 11 times before that. 11 times in a row.
Wow.
They played I believe it was either an upper or lower bracket final. They played a grand final, and then in this tournament they played was it Alliance? It was Alliance.
All right, we're going to see if Nigma can actually close out this series against 5-men and make it a 2-0, or if 5-men can keep that upper bracket dream alive and a dream of seeing Brian in a very interesting costume.
Yes, let's find out indeed who's going to take this third and final deciding game of the series. I'm ModuPixel here with Kyle once again. And Kyle, I mean, but what do you sort of think about the panel's opinions, Brian's in particular? Really doesn't like this Troll pick. Do you sort of agree, or do you see a chance for the Troll to actually perform this game?
I agree it's a terrible matchup against Bat, but you're limited in options to deal with Dusa, and Troll does eat Dusa. You just run at her. I'm very excited, and I think it was very foolhardy of him to make a promise to allow Slacks to do whatever he wants. I don't think he really truly understands just how much creative madness resides in Jake's brain. So I'm really rooting for 5-men.
Okay.
But I would favor Nigma. I think that they have found the right method of gameplay.
Yeah, you like the sort of setup with Miracle just being on the big bad carry.
Yeah, 100%. And it's ultimately like, it's just such a hard draft with the Furion, with the Veno. I think Chessie on this puck has got to go absolutely nuts to take this game. Or is he playing the... Yeah, he's playing the puck,
yeah,
right?
He's on the puck, yeah. Okay. It's Pie Prophet like we saw in game 1.
Yep. I think this is better for the team, though, the support Prophet. The core Prophet didn't function as well for them, and I think Chessie does best when he's just on these heroes that kind of dictate where the team's going to make the plays.
Yeah, and the puck's one of his best, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're playing this would be a hero you'd be very very solid. If it's a good puck game, you're getting Chessie on the puck.
Han players, puck, quap, tiny. It's a tried and tested combination.
Well, let's see what sort of setups we get and what sort of lane Ace is going to have to deal with as the troll.
Yeah.
It's going to be down here at the moment. It's the two of them, and we are seeing, of course, worth mentioning that one of those things you sort of said maybe take away. GH, he did get his Rubik again this game.
Indeed, he did not get the rune. Pylai is going to be really effective in this bottom lane. Underlord, strong laner, sure, you get some levels, you can deal with these trees easily, but with that Blightstone early on, oh, hang on, GH, be careful. Look at that little juke. He doesn't know they're there, but he sensed they were there. A little bait and back off.
I'm looking at these lane matchups, Chessie, in the mid against the bat. I mean, this lane, I guess, is nobody's going to die here, right?
In theory, the bat can pressure the puck if Chessie were to make a mistake. And this is the trouble with this lane bottom, because Pylai is just going to click MC. He's got...
Well, some lovely blocks here from Pylai too. Getting a lot of damage in. I mean, if he continues these blocks, Mind Control's going to be straight up dead there. Pylai died.
No, hit with the tree.
He nearly had it. He nearly had it, Pi.
Pi stopped hitting because he wanted to give Ace the last hit. But rule number one, you get the kill. Who cares who gets the kill? You gotta get the kill.
Very nearly had it. I mean, that was nearly brilliant from Pi. Some great micro, but...
Now they just might straight up lose the lane because MC comes back full HP and they can push it under tower. Top is going to be near impossible. Misery is at 0 armor already, then -3 once RMN blasts him, and Miracle can just smack him in the face. It's a very tough lane up here for Misery. Or one could say it's a miserable lane.
Damn. They don't go too all out, Kyle.
All right, I'll save
some of these clever ones for later in the tournament, you know.
I agree. Thank you. Always looking out. Pi?
I'm getting the slow, but no treants out at the moment, so no further way to block him in. And so Ace on this troll, I imagine the build right, you're going to want to get a Diffusal into your build-up this game against the Medusa, or not necessarily so, or is that a must for the troll against Medusa?
I wouldn't say so. I think
it's not essential.
I think he's got to focus more on survivability than damage. I wouldn't mind seeing the Thompson build, maybe like a Vlad's into S and Y. I don't think we've seen trolls get it, but it's a really good halberd game on literally everyone. But I don't know who's going to pick one up in this game. Puck, you could on Veno, you could on Puck. It's just not ideal. But ultimately, if you disarm the Medusa, it's a lot of time. There's just 0 physical damage output from the Nigma lineup.
Yeah, it could be a little tricky to find who's going to itemize for that, though. But we'll see which member of 5 men does do it. Bottom lane. Pi getting blocked up a little bit by Mind Control. Enough for them to find that first blood down on the bottom lane. Ace will turn, gets the root onto Mind Control, but the stick charges and the firestorms there stops Ace from being able to continue on the Underlord.
That missed first blood just straight up lost the lane for 5 men because they blew so much regen in the chase, and now they're just losing the lane. They're losing the lane hard. Mid, slightly bat favored, but relatively even. Chessie might be in some trouble. Got a lot of stacks on him. It's nice moves from Wii. You don't see too many bats do it, but you always want to get this point and flame break in a mid matchup because you just have threat now. And if you get enough stacks up, just a flame break oftentimes enough to kill somebody. And when you're playing against a Puck, it's quite necessary. Top, of course, of the CS charts is still Miracle Dusa, but that's not surprising considering he's against 2 of the weakest laners against the Dusa.
Misery is going to come in on him. I remember the Magic Missile holding him back, and as you say, Misery's got to be careful. You do see how much physical damage he takes from these two each and every time that he tries to get in close for a play.
And a friendly mango pop. That's a true support right there. As Misery does the... I thought he was going for the seppuku, but no. He'll just chill. He was hunting a courier.
4-minute rune. We'll spawn top. We are. He's not going to be able to grab it for himself. Pylai keeps his eyes on the map. Joins over with the TP. Grabs that rune away from Weehar, stopping him from getting the refuel. Weehar's going to try and make Pylai die pay with his life, but Pi with his double damage, he's just taken Weehar down. So Pi, uphill miss nearly saves him, but won't be the case. Chessie had another hit coming in, but Very nice move from Pieliedie. The power of the Prophet. TP over, take that 4-minute rune away from the mid.
It just makes a lot more sense to watch this team work with Pi on the Prophet. You've got to be willing to die. And if there is a man in Dota willing to take one for the team, it's going to be Pieliedie. Always making space, making moves, really nice TP towards that top rune. If Weehaw grabs that, it's a very troubling time for Chessie. But the concern is, bottom, they have lost this lane. I know that, yeah, sure, Troll's ahead in the CS.
Troll's farming.
It's not going to get any easier for him, though. And this was a lane they had to win early.
Oh, Chessie!
Oh! He had the Fairy Fire, but he didn't use it.
Tried to go straight away for the TP before popping the consumables. And Weehaw, because of that, had the damage to take him out. So now Chessie, always one of those painful situations as the mid. You're out of the lane, and you don't have a TP to get back.
His Veno lane starts getting really troubling as well. Both offlaners thrive when they get enough levels to just start pressuring the lane. Zibe level 5 just smacks Miracle in the face. It'll be like near 200 damage when all's said and done. But RMN going to safeguard him for now. Be interesting to see which team makes the first real move. We have to expect the mids will be the playmakers, Puck and Bat. Very good. Rune control should play a role in that next space. Oh, hang on. Double Gale.
Yeah, nice Gale setup here. The look towards Miracle. Miracle does get the snake out. Still a lot of HP and mana on Miracle, so Miracle can turn over towards Misery, but Misery already taking out RMN. Get themselves the kill up top, down bottom. Ace running in a bit aggressive here. GH and Mind Control will punch back pretty hard. He'll be able to slow them down with the axes, and he's playing aggressive because of the pretty much full ones. He pops itself back up to good HP.
Rune bot. It's going to be a race. Chessie, you got to run. You got to run.
Oh, the coil as well. He's going to jump in with the orb. He's got it. Haste Rune will be his.
That was going to be a kill the other way if Chessie doesn't get that off, but he does use coil, so now this Haste Rune is going to be tough to connect on a kill.
Bottom. Going in onto Ace again. Ace this time.
Ooh.
One hit will do it. Mind Control, can he find it in the trees? He's hunting. The procs here off the damage block, keeping Ace alive, but the Firestorm will finally find him. Chessie, with the rotation, will pick up Mind Control in turn. And on top of finding GH. So the two of them going down on that bottom lane on Nigma for that attempted kill on Ace.
By the way, did I say Troll's good against Dusa?
You did say, yes.
I forgot that Medusa can buy MKB Scotty. And Hurricane Pike. So, in theory, the Troll does have a good timing, but I would say that's earlier versus late. And the trouble is he's behind right now.
Sure.
And I don't see him getting a Battle Fury. I guess it's close. Honestly, what the hell do I know?
I mean, is he going to go Battle Fury on the Troll?
I have no idea. Maybe.
I mean, we'll see. I feel like not necessarily the comment build, but maybe he feels that he does need to have something to match the farm that Miracle's going to come in with, as this is another game that, you know, Miracle on this Dusa, if he gets this Midas, he's going to be farming at a rate that no other hero can keep up with in this game.
Yep. And I love the build. Once again, Weehaw always loves the bots on his Bat Rider, and it's so good in this game. You have the global mobility thanks to the Underlord TP out, and ultimately two supports that are either going to be playing static behind their Dusa or looking to make plays. The bots just makes him so aggressive on map. Misery, nice toss back.
So if they've got the damage to do it, they have the three of them feeding onto Miracle, but the backups here from Nigma. Weehaw coming over with the TP, and already the backup in play as 5 men realize they cannot stick around. Flame Break will catch Misery, so Misery will fall to the reaction from Weehaw.
You can see how much damage Miracle's hitting the tiny post wave of terror from the Venge for over 100 damage. We're only 8 minutes into the game. Chessie, top net worth, looking for GH.
As GH trying to find some XP in the mid. It's best to hold this one out, and will survive because of it. Chessie not with quite enough damage to take him out.
Yep, raindrop. Coil. Raindrop, drop one off the top, down to 4 charges. Doesn't matter, and I love that from Nigma. They always do the little things. Raindrops all around, and that just makes Puck a bad hero.
That is the counter early on for sure.
Yeah. You just have your combo damage reduced by 1/3 effectively, and ultimately that's a kill. But Raindrops, the wave, not doing. Pieliedie will hit 6 soon, then things get a lot easier. This is one of those old secret puppy specials. Remember they used this back at the Shanghai Major to great effect with the off-lane mid pucks with a constant support Fury and TPN. You have a lot of global mobility, and then the magic damage is insane from this combo. Misery needs another hit. Oh, the root.
That's Mind Control. We'll be able to save his courier. Also just about to have the money for the Arcane, so then his farm is going to really pick up as he's able to quickly spam creeps in the jungle and in the lane. Top lane Chessie is going in aggressive onto the two of them. Nothing more than a poke. Not going to be able to find any kill out of this as Miracle remains pretty unfazed.
Yeah, we haven't really touched on it, but this Zibe Venomancer could prove to be a big problem for Nigma going on forwards. Yeah, they don't have an answer to the bat, but you know, WeHa has to get on top of somebody for him to land that lasso, and if wards are placed properly, it's very difficult to approach 5 men if they're unified as a core, and their troll puck are still pretty fat. Like, their team fight's very strong, and you really only have the Deuce ulti for counter initiation. You can swap somebody out, sure, but if they're coiled, they're still going to be locked down.
Down bottom, Misery tried to come in for a bit of action around these 10-minute bounty runes. Nigma were more than happy to give it to him. With the 3 of them there, they'll hold position. And yeah, with that action down bottom on Nigma, 5 men will try and punish. The pressure's starting to be put on that top tier 1 tower whilst Nigma's away.
Looks like bots are finished on We. And this is the build I was expecting on the PL last game. Ace going for the drums troll. And previously, I had thought his strategy on carry was just buy drums all heroes until he was proving me wrong last time. Will they get the toss out of coil?
Oh, toss off the target. We are able to start bottling against the lasso off onto Jesse. They couldn't quite kill him. WeHa survives. The tip's out indeed as he lives and turns it around. They'll get the 2 kills, Nigma.
Misery messed that one up. If he tosses the Bat Rider, even not out of coil, just for the bonus damage, if he just tosses Bat, that's a kill. And instead he gets the catapult. Very unfortunate. Instead of a 1 for 0, it is a 0 for 2. And ultimately that is not what you wanted out of the 5-men gank squad.
Now we'll see what route Ace goes after these treads, Joe, as okay, just sort of the Asher, probably the S and Y. You know, just as you said, this build that's really going to allow them to emphasize this run at you.
Yeah.
At a point in the game where, you know, Miracle, at least if he's still got it queued up, you know, he is going for this Midas build up. He is going to go for this pure farm and become this big fat, you know, 4 protect 1 carry.
I like to. He was juking like he was PL for a second. Like, let me stand still. Maybe they'll think my trees are me. But yeah, once Bat finds you, I think we were talking to Arteezy yesterday about this when he was playing the core Prophet against the Darkseer Bat. He's like, yeah, I'm farming somewhere, then all of a sudden there's a Bat here. I guess I'm just dead. And same deal here for Pi. Nice toss. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the combo.
Yeah.
It'll give them a pretty solid shot at taking out whoever gets caught off guard by it.
Yeah. And I like this maneuver. You take the top tower, put the troll in that lane, be safe.
Popping the ult here. Only hitting onto WeHa, but nothing to really allow them to continue to do any more damage after it.
Get ready to dance. Never mind.
But all things said and done, I mean, this game, things definitely off to a much hotter start for Ace. You know, we're seeing this troll in a good position in farm. He's been able to hit the creeps pretty nicely. Same to be said for Miracle. Has, of course, as you see, got that Midas out and running. So it will just be very intriguing to see how Ace can keep up with this Treads Drums Yasha. Is he going to be able to find action with it? I mean, you sort of look at the state of the game. Is it at a point where... Oh, spooky. We are there.
Yeah, we got to start whistling.
I mean, this is pretty much. This is how all the. This is how you look. I'm pretty sure the entire of a viewer base is sitting there in the darkness watching your screens. You know, that is how we all look when we're sitting there watching Twitch. Where we're just in the darkness, lights off. Are you a fan of turning all the lights off in the room when you're on your PC, or do you like a little bit of lightness?
I like a little bit of light.
Yeah.
But it depends on the scenario, you know.
Yeah. It's a serious game, you know. We are lights out, fully focused.
I mean, you know what it is that when I was a pro player, I wasn't even thinking about light. I would just think about the Dota. So I'd wake up and I'd start playing and it'd be daytime. And then I'd come out of the stupor at like 4 a.m. like, oh, hey, well, look, it's dark outside. I should get some food.
Diving in for GH here with the Gale connection. They're going to try for it, but TPs are in. Misery's underneath the tower. They do still manage to get the pick off onto GH with Chessie committing. Rift comes through from Mind Control. WeHa, Miracle, and Iron Man all charging over. Looking for Chessie. He's going to have all back up in a second. Can WeHa catch him? Chessie's going to turn, drop the Dream Coil to stop them from being able to continue to chase. WeHa is still going to try, but the orb's back up. Chessie's away.
We's just like, come here.
He's still running him down.
Come here.
But yeah, not going to be able to find the... Oh, maybe Chessie's stepping back in, but yeah, just for a friendly high five. He knows that he's safe with the orb up again. Off he bounces.
No high five from WeHa. More interested in the kill. Pylai die not like this.
All right, we will take that instead.
Hello.
Dives in past the tower. TP's coming in. We'll see if they can make Weehaw pay for this. As Pi will fall, but the remainder of the Firefly allows Weehaw to quickly escape.
That was perfect from Wee. Like, everything he did there. Just the slight bounce back and the one auto attack to ensure the kill. And meanwhile, he's just still beelining away from the incoming teleport, so it also makes a little bit of space. Plus, he can now chill down here and farm anyway. Misery going for the blink, but he's so underleveled. It's a very painful spot. It's tough to play Tiny as a 4, even though it's not really feeling like a 4 because he's 1 and 5, but he's playing with a Prophet support.
I mean, and that's the thing. It feels like both of these supports games are so hard to play when you have a bat running around the map, right? He catches a sort of a glimpse of either of these heroes. He's just on top of you and running you over, and not a lot you could do against this bat. We are 5-1 and 2 right now.
And that's the concern you've got with the lineup, because if you look at these 5-man heroes, with the exception of Troll, they all scale in DPS output solely with experience. And ultimately, if you live through their spell combos, they're just out of damage. Chessie goes down mid trying to make an aggressive maneuver. Look how tanky this lineup is for Nigma. You've got so much speed on the bat. Underlord with the hood, 1500 HP. Miracle is a Medusa. We know how tanky this core can be. And ultimately, you're going to cast all your spells on 5 men. And if nobody dies, well, then you better pray Ace has got some damage.
And here we go. As I said, he spots out of support. Misery will be able to break himself away for now. He's got the movement speed, so that distance only lasting a second or so as Weehaw can run him straight back over.
No.
Now look it over towards Pi. He's on the retreat. He's running. It's a first-person view there of Pi trying to escape this all, but he's getting blocked in by the illusions of mind control, holding him in the pit. Pi will fall. Nigma finding the ability to get active with Miracle involved very early on.
And this pipe just picked up by MC. How do you play Dota now if you're 5 men? All Puck's damage is just blocked completely.
Look at the lift up on Chessie. He's dead. They got both of them, Chessie and Zibate, just being taken out as Nigma just swarm across the map over towards the mid. You've got We Are and RMM poking around at Ace. They're doing it carefully though, as Ace does have the ult. The napalm stacking up. Misery by his side. The stolen plague ward's also being dropped down as Ace. He's got to pop the ult and attempt to live.
Wait, how's he? What? You can do that?
I guess because there was just no creeps or nothing around, it just...
I guess wards, you know, it must be something with wards. Because if it's neutral creeps, I'm pretty sure you still hit those. But probably because they're stolen...
he didn't have vision of any neutral creeps, right? There was no vision on any
But
cap.
the wards don't count, you don't think?
No, but yeah, plague wards you won't battle trance towards.
Why?
I don't make the code, Kyle. I don't.
And you can see the problem though, like Nigma just used their spells and it's like, oh shit, we can't fight this, we're in big trouble. And 5 men like oof.
Oh, Chessie. Oh,
the turn rate.
He's got the orb, he's fine. But again, it's a lot of these moves, it feels that Chessie's just having to drop the Dream Coil to save himself. Not really being able to make too many active plays, and when he has, it's ended up in his own death. Pupil's gift for both a piece. And interesting, Carl, I've got to say, there's too many of these games where I've seen when both teams drop a neutral item at the same time, it's definitely linked to the timers. You know what I mean? The RNG roll of the neutral items, without a doubt, it's linked to the time, don't you think? Have you not seen that?
I thought
there's too many coincidences where I'm seeing these same items dropping at the same time for both sides.
I thought they just made it so that the same items drop for the first round of neutral items.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Is that true?
I have no idea, but they're the 4. They have the 4 same items for the first 4 for both teams. I think the chances of that happening randomly are pretty slim. Yeah, they do.
Well,
they all have PMS, Keen Optic, and the Brooch, and I think Mango Tree for both teams.
Did I miss a patch? No, I mean, well. Anyway, meanwhile...
Oh, Ocean Heart, sorry. No, wait. Can we pull up the items again real quick?
Can we get the shop open?
Because I think there's a Mango Tree for Radiant, definitely. Nice. And there was an Ocean Heart.
Check the neutrals.
No.
Yeah, you want to see the neutrals, right, for both teams?
Yeah.
So, and then just click over onto Enigma hero. And do the same. Yeah, so it's
different.
Yeah.
So it's just random. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're on something.
I'm saying it's linked to the time. I mean, unless it's a coincidence, but I see it so many times. These items just dropping in uniform together. Bottom lane.
Typically, hang on.
Oh, Miracle. He's in with the Stone Gaze. That toss actually going to put him in front of the Tiny. So Misery sort of tossing himself into a position where he ends up getting frozen by this. Well, looks like we might be having another game 2 on our hands here, Kyle, as this one is getting pretty bloody.
Yeah, I mean, they're just running at them. Miracle's enormous, and they're snowballing.
I mean, it's the Weehaw bat again. You know, this, without a doubt, it seems to be at the moment with the play style and the meta.
Oh, yeah.
Weehaw on his bat, it's just ridiculously good. He just wins the game. This hero just wins the game.
Yes.
Like they have, when they have heroes that can't do anything to stop a bat from running them over at minute 10 onwards, and Weehaw just abuses it so hard, and his play is just flawless on the bat.
And real quick, before we move past it, I would say that your theory on items could be correct. However, I am a bigger believer in just pure RNG and coincidence.
You think it's just coincidence?
Because, I mean, think about Blitz Dota and his CSGO unboxing. He's currently at probabilities wavering between like 1 out of 1.5 to 2 billion, okay? And he did that.
It could be coincidence.
It could be coincidence.
I mean, absolutely, mathematically, and it's just, I think it's more just an interesting thing of however they make the code for the RNG, because is RNG ever really truly RNG?
Who knows?
Exactly. There's always an equation to solve everything.
I mean, the simulation has it predetermined, I figured, and well, Chessie's determined to be dead. There's just no damage.
And Mind Control, he's like, do I need to get out of here? No, I'll stick around and allow Miracle to kill everybody. Alrighty, 13k lead for Nigma, 27-8. As this has just turned into just a slaughter fest of Nigma killing them over and over again.
Weehaw is feeling himself. If he didn't have a smile on his face.
Yeah, where's the cam now? Has he got a smile? Can we check it?
I'm sure he does. He is just styling on 5 men right now who look completely lost. And maybe BSJ was right. This troll is not paying off.
BSJ's he's going to be having a smile on his face. This game obviously much more complex than necessarily the troll having a rough time. It's the entire team of 5 men having a rough time, but he's safe. This doesn't look to be a game that the troll's going to be able to win.
Oh, never say never.
Well, that's true. I mean, this game isn't over, but it's very, very hard right now for 5 men to come back into this. It's another game where Nigma's just that far ahead, whilst also having the strongest carry on the field.
Yeah, lose 6-0 and 5. Rush to Midas and is just farming everything. I haven't even really seen what Miracle's been doing, but if you look at his net worth and his level...
Yeah, level 18.
He's been doing all right, I guess.
Damn, yeah, Manta, Halberd, Scardy on its way.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
277 CS in 21 minutes. Slightly behind his Arc Warden performance.
Oh.
Actually, I think he's ahead.
Oh, they're hunting. They've hit this with the scan.
Not like
no,
this.
Pi, get out of there!
Oh.
Run!
To the trees!
He's running! Don't breathe, Pi!
Oh, he has no TP.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, run!
No.
He's on the run.
The blocks.
The Sprout! They can't get him! See ya! Oh, no,
they
Pit's
got him.
there. He's out, back into the trees again. Get out, Pi! Oh, he's away! Oh, Pi will live to see another day. Meanwhile, in the Roche, Ace was trying to solo it, I think. All right, and he's gone. Swapped up and dead. I think he was trying to sneak the Roche there. I can only imagine that was what was going on. With the pit down, Misery and Zibe dead again.
Oh, man. This one is, this is brutal.
I guess Nigma were... I guess they were just pretending in Game 1. As Game 2 and Game 3, it's not really looked close at all.
Oh, into the last range.
Oh, lift up from GH. Has the catch.
Dude, his flame breaks are on point today.
I mean, they're usually up 100% win probability on this one, and I can't say you can't blame him. And Gaben's right. GG's called. This one's over. As Nigma with a very easy victory as they made it look here in Game 3. This one, not close at all. And as I said, there was many more factors other than the troll, not necessarily